My name is Susan Jackson. I'm the president of the International Seafood Sustainability Foundation, or ISSF, and our organization is a multi-stakeholder partnership working on the health of tuna stocks and tuna ecosystems. Well, our organization, it's unique. We've only been around since 2009, which is a reasonably short period of time, and we were one of the first organizations, we think, that brought together NGOs, scientists, and industry right from the very beginning, forming one group. And multi-stakeholder collaboration really has been at the heart of everything that we do. I think the three big key issues that need to be addressed across the board by the seafood sustainability community are continuing to tighten that noose around eliminating IUU fishing in all its aspects, so really pushing for transparency in monitoring and compliance and surveillance and enforcement is really, really important. Secondly, bycatch. All fishing gears have bycatch. In this world where you also have a food security issue, the first thing to do is get data about it, and if it can be eaten, have it be a food security solution, because bycatch can be catch as long as it's sustainably caught. The worst thing is waste, and then the equal worst thing is unsustainable fishing, but wasteful, sustainable fishing is also bad. And so you need to make fishing as clean as possible and also waste as little as possible. And then the third one is capacity. There's just simply too much fishing capacity in this world, and it needs to be brought under control and regulated. One of my favorite examples to give is the story of the IMO number. It's a unique vessel identifier number, not unlike a VIN number that most people know that they have on a car, and it lives with the car for the car's life. Well, an IMO number lives with a boat for the boat's life. And in 2010, ISSF said companies should not buy tuna from a boat that doesn't have an IMO number if it's capable of getting one. And starting in 2011, ISSF participating companies didn't buy tuna from boats unless it had an IMO number. And we showed them how to get it, and we all did outreach to the vessel community. And at around the time we started, about 12% of the large-scale tuna boats had IMO numbers. Well, today, that number is pushing 90%, and completing the circle of management in the last year, the tuna RFMOs have now also started requiring IMO numbers as part of the registration of vessels. So that's a really nice example of something that was industry-led, market-driven, and ended up with global, for the most part, regulation from the management bodies who ultimately needs to be doing these things. I think the big thing that gives me the most hope for the future in sustainable seafood, and it's a change we've seen just in 6 years, is the increasing cooperation among groups. Governments, NGOs, scientists, processors, vessels, markets really recognize that everyone else sitting around the table has unique tools and strengths in their toolbox. And they're starting to understand that instead of just simply throwing rocks at each other, they could actually strategically collaborate to get to that end point. It's not going to happen overnight, but it certainly is going to happen faster with all those groups working together, counting on the strengths that they all bring, as opposed to focusing on the differences.